If you think real estate is just about properties, you're already behind. Most new investors spend their time analyzing houses. They study square footage, rent estimates, rehab numbers, and mortgage payments. They believe that the property is the center of the business. It's not. Real estate is a team sport. It's a people business that produces income through property. Deals move through relationships. Capital moves through relationships. Your contractors, your lenders, your attorneys, property managers, off-market opportunities. Every one of those flows through people. Your network is not just social, it's operational. Hey, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you do not miss the next practical real estate checklist. If you're new to the channel, Bud Evans here. I spent 35 years as a United States Air Force, 13 years as a police officer. I also served as the mayor of Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Today, I'm an active real estate investor focused on single-family and small multifamily properties. I mentor veterans and those who want to build real estate portfolios, and I founded a low-cost property management company built by investors for investors here in South Jersey. So let me walk you through a mistake that I see constantly with new investors. The baseline belief kind of looks like this. Most people believe that success in real estate comes from finding the right property. They think that systems work like this: find a property, run the numbers, get your financing, collect rent, the end. And on paper, that sounds clean, but it really almost never works that way because the property isn't the real system. The people around the property are the real system. This is where the real problem begins. New investors rely almost entirely on the internet. Need a contractor? Search Google. Need a lender? Fill out an online application. Need an attorney? Go read Google reviews. It feels efficient. It feels modern, but it creates a major operational weakness. The internet doesn't filter for reliability. You can have certifications out the yin-yang, but it doesn't mean you're good at what you do. It doesn't filter for discipline. It doesn't filter for people who understand investors. So what happens next? It's usually predictable. The contractor looks for a large deposit and then disappears for 3 weeks. The lender suddenly asks for additional documents a few days before closing, and it delays you. The property manager treats the property like a spreadsheet instead of an investment. So now the deal that looked like a good deal starts breaking down. And this is where conflict really starts to show up. Every delay is going to cost you money. A contractor delay is going to extend your holding costs. A weak lender kills transactions at the last minute, and you lose your earnest money deposit. A bad property manager allows tenants to run roughshod over them, creating problems and letting them grow instead of solving them early. And this is where investors start to understand something uncomfortable. The property was never the problem. You were. And the relationships that you made were. The deal collapses because of your operational network around the deal. It wasn't the deal that was weak. I watched investors lose tens of thousands of dollars because they trusted the wrong contractor. I watched lenders derail a refinance days before closing, which increases your holding. I've watched new landlords buy good properties only to lose money because the wrong property manager destroyed the tenant quality. The property looks good on paper, but the team around the property is just flat out broken. That realization is the turning point here. At some point, every serious real estate investor has to reach the same conclusion. Real estate is not a property business. Real estate is a team sport and a relationship business that produces property income. And once you understand that, you can change your strategy. Instead of chasing deals, you're going to start building those networks and they'll produce the deals. And that's the comeback. And it really changes everything because when your network is strong, opportunities will start to move toward you instead of away from. Now let's talk about actually how to build that network. First, get into the right rooms. You can't build a real estate network sitting behind a computer screen. Real estate relationships form in environments where investors are going to gather. Local investor meetups, real estate associations, veteran real estate communities or first responder real estate communities, mastermind environments. Rooms where people are actively buying properties, not kicking tires. Not rooms where people talk about buying properties. There's a huge difference. Rooms that execute look different. You hear discussions about contractors. You're going to hear conversations about lending terms. You hear investors comparing renovation timelines and your cash flow numbers. Those are the environments where real networks form. Second, lead with value. This is where most beginners fail. Asking someone to get a cup of coffee with you and so you can pick their brain is not good. They're going to walk into a room immediately and start asking for things, right? You're going to walk in there and you're going to say things like, hey, I need funding. Hey, I need a deal. Hey, I need help finding properties. That looks desperate. Strong operators approach networking differently. So enter the room with a different mindset. Ask, how can I help someone here? Who do I know that might solve someone else's problem? What resources do I have that could help another investor? And maybe you can connect someone to a good lender. Maybe you introduce a good contractor. Maybe you pass along a deal that you found that's a great margin, but it doesn't fit your buy box. Value is going to move relationships forward. And the people who consistently create value are going to become the people that everyone wants to call first. Third, build depth instead of width. A large contact list, that's not a network. That's a spreadsheet. It's just a list. What you actually need is a core group of reliable operators. Think of it like fielding a team. 2 strong lenders, 1 disciplined real estate attorney, 2 or 3 investors who are actively buying, a contractor who actually finishes jobs and meets or goes below budget. How about a property manager that understands your property is an investment, not just a spreadsheet? And that small group is going to become your operational backbone. When something breaks, you should know exactly who to call. Fourth, protect your reputation at all costs. In real estate, your name will become currency. So people decide very quickly whether you are someone that's working with. Show up when you say you're going to show up. 15 minutes early is on time, and on time is late. Close on properties when you say you'll close. Pay contractors what you say you will pay them, and hold them accountable for when they screw up. Handle problems directly instead of avoiding them. Make the hard calls. Look, in the military or in law enforcement, your word really mattered, right? Real estate operators are under the same principles. A reputation of discipline is going to travel fast. Unfortunately, a reputation for unreliability travels faster. One poorly handled deal can damage relationships that you spent years building. So protect your reputation the same way you protect your capital. Now, let me pause here for a moment. If you're a veteran and you're trying to build a real estate portfolio and you're tired of trying to figure everything out on your own, well, that's exactly why I'm involved in the War Room with David Perret. It is a community. It's built around disciplined investing and accountability. Veterans and operators are helping each other out and helping them move forward by holding them accountable to the goals that they set. That kind of environment changes your trajectory. And if you need more specific guidance, I also offer one-off coaching calls. Go to budevans.com. I can help you build the right system and the right network to help you out with your investing goals. Both links are in the description. All right, let's continue with number 5. So 5th, stay visible. Networking is not something that you do once. It requires consistent presence. Attend events regularly. Participate in conversations. Follow up with people that you meet. One simple follow-up message can make a big difference. And if they don't respond to you, try one more time and then blow them off. They're not worth your time. It can be as simple as, hey, good meeting you. Let me know if I can help you with anything. That's going to keep the relationship alive. Most networking fails because there's no follow-up. People meet once and then never reconnect. I can't tell you how many cards I've thrown away of people that met me. I've reached out to them and then they never followed up. Operators follow up. 6, choose your mentor carefully. Not every experienced investor makes a good mentor. Avoid chasing the largest personality in the room. Instead, look for a disciplined investor, a disciplined operator, people with documented deals, people with documented successes. They have stable portfolios. They have clear long-term strategies, and they make decisions in a calm and orderly fashion. Those are the people worth learning from. Ask thoughtful questions. Respect someone else's time. Then execute the advice they give you. You can choose not to, but execution is what turns a casual conversation into a mentorship relationship. 7th, build vertical and horizontal networks. Horizontal networking means peers, people on your own level, who are also building real estate portfolios. You're going to share lessons with these folks. You're going to compare your deals. You're going to hold each other accountable for the goals that you establish. Vertical networking means people ahead of you. And don't forget the people behind you. The ones ahead of you are going to shorten your learning curve dramatically, and the ones behind you are the ones looking for a hand up. When you get to that point, reach back. You want people who are going to show you the mistakes before you make them. You want people that are going to help you see the opportunities. You need both types of relationship, both horizontal and vertical. Peers will help you create accountability. Mentors will help you accelerate growth. And when your network starts functioning correctly, something interesting really happens. Deals start finding you. A lender will call about a borrower who backed out. An investor might pass on a property that doesn't fit their buy box, but maybe it fits your strategy, and you'll get that call. A contractor hears about a homeowner who wants to sell quickly, and they reach out to you. Opportunities move quietly through networks long before they ever appear online. This is how experienced investors consistently find deals others never see. Not because they're lucky, but because they built the right relationships. Okay, as always, let's finish with a practical checklist that you can execute this week. Go find those rooms where investors are actively buying properties. Lead conversations by offering value before you ask for help. Build a small core group of reliable operators. Protect your reputation like it's capital. And then follow up with people after every networking interaction. Identify disciplined mentors with real portfolios. Stay consistently visible in the investing community. Surround yourself with people who raise your operational standards. If you want to grow your real estate portfolio faster, start investing in relationships the same way you'd invest in properties. Hey, if this helped, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next checklist. Share this with your friends if you have any. Till then, thanks for watching. I'm Bud Evans. Aim high, execute fast. See you on the next one.